Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good afternoon and welcome to an unusually quiet for now opening round of the Region 2A North Dakota Boys Basketball Playoffs. This will be the first of 4 games played here at the Louis Lee Fieldhouse at Mayville State University. It'll feature the number 1 ranked team of the state, Four Winds Minnewaukan, taking on Harvey-Wells County. I'm Joe Lancello along with Kevin Kochman. Our pregame show is brought to you by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieINS.com to get a free quote, IHRYINS.com to get a free quote. Four Winds Minnewaukan, as I mentioned, number 1 team in the state in the final Class A boys basketball poll. And the Indians with a record of 19-2. They had an 18-game winning streak through most of the season, but that was snapped by Hillsborough Central Valley in their next to last game of the season. The Indians bounced back with an 81-62 victory over Turtle Mountain last Tuesday. As far as Harvey-Wells County goes, the Hornets come in 7-15, 1-6 in Region 2A play, and the Hornets in a 4-game losing streak. They had lost to Carrington on Monday. And these teams did meet during the regular season, February 2nd at Harvey-Wells County, and it was Four Winds Minnewaukan winning that one by a score of 87-40. This will be the first of 4 games here, as I mentioned, at Mayville State University. After this game, we will have Devils Lake, ranked 3rd in the state, taking on Thompson. That's a matchup of 4 versus 5 in these seedings in Region 2A. Then at 6 o'clock tonight, approximately, it'll be Grafton, the 2nd seed in the region, taking on Carrington. And we finish the night with Hillsborough Central Valley, the 3rd seed, taking on Mayport CG. And right now we're waiting for teams and players to come on, so that may be a couple of minutes yet. But it should be an interesting matchup here. Just a reminder that the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. We'll continue with our pregame show after these words on yourliveevent.com.
Prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At Irie Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact Irie Insurance for guidance you can trust.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, how are you? How can we help you today?
You know this old gal's been good to me, but I was looking for something with a little more speed.
You know, I think I have just the right car for you.
So, what do you got for me?
Serving those who served us since 1923.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
And welcome back to our pregame show. Our Coaches' Comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhb.bank. Joined now by Christopher Peterson, the coach of Harvey-Wells County. Tell me about the Hornets season.
You know, this year it's been a little up and down, but we graduated 8 seniors last year, so we only had one returning starter and he's also the only one that got real playing time from any in this crew. So we were a little inexperienced, and we got a lot of guys some experience this year, and we had some good days and some bad days, but the kids kept battling. You know, when we're shooting pretty well at times, and we're hoping to put all these things that we've been working on together this whole year here tonight and come and make it a competitive game.
Who are some of the people that have been standouts for you this season?
You know, our 3 seniors this year have been big standouts. They're leading just about every single deal. They got our top rebounders, scorers, assists, all that are all from my 3 seniors, but we got some young sophomores that have been a real nice surprise this year. Our best 3-point shooter has been our sophomore Brody Hansen, and our second most assists is actually another sophomore of Kyson Zaire. So we've had a lot of guys here this year that have impressed me, and I wasn't sure what to expect at the varsity level and also getting moved up to A from B. So with that jump, I've been really happy with our boys.
Now, you did face Four Winds Minnewaukan once this season. They were the winner that day. What kind of things have you learned from that game to put into practice today?
You know, some of the things that we kind of struggled on that game was definitely we would help over, but we didn't have our help the helper, which we have been just working on the entire year. And, you know, we didn't shoot super well again that game. And, you know, we kind of at times were settling for a 3-pointer when we've been talking about this is when the shots ain't falling, we got to keep attacking the hoop and not settling for a 3-point shot and keep getting to the hoop. One of the other things is we definitely need to get our hands out to shooters. They shot 54% from the 3-point line last time, so we were helping, and then we were just getting out there and keep making sure we contest their shots.
All right, best of luck today.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
That's Christopher Peterson, coach of the Harvey-Wells County Hornets. Our pregame coaches interviews brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhb.bank. We'll continue with our pregame show as Four Winds Minnewaukan will take on Harvey-Wells County after these words on yourliveevent.com.
When you want quality nutrition for your livestock that's made right here in North Dakota, there's one name farmers trust: Feed Mix in Harvey. At Feed Mix, they produce a full range of feeds, from beef and swine to poultry, goats, sheep, minerals, and specialty rations, all tailored to fit the needs of your operation. Need feed delivered directly to your yard or pasture? They bring it to you. Their feed specialists are here to help you get the most out of your livestock and your land. Feed Mix in Harvey. Call them today, 701-324-2201.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
And we continue with our pregame coaches' comments, brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future, with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHB.bank. Joined now by Rick Smith, the coach of Four Winds Minnewaukan. This is a position you used to being in, the number 1 seed in this tournament.
Well, yeah, it worked out that way. Regular season is over with, though. You play 21 practice games, and you try and improve throughout the year. You try to work on things that you're not very good at throughout the year, and you go against the toughest opponents you can throughout the year and see what you're weak at. And but the regular season's over. It doesn't mean anything anymore. Number 1 seed it is what it is. But we got to continue to work hard. New season, nothing means anything to these guys that we're playing against. As far as they're concerned, as far as we're concerned, we're both 0-0, and that's the way it's got to be.
Tell me about some of the people that stood out for you this season. Merrill Deng, I know, is one, and Jonte Delorme and Tyler Black, I've heard some good things about, too, and seen for a couple of years.
Yeah, we've had good senior leadership this year with Morale, Jonte, and Tyler, and they've been, started every basketball game for us, except Jonte missed a game because of a sprained ankle, and our other 2 starters, Sonny Alberts and Dason Dubois, who point guard and a post that have started for us all year long also. And, except for a couple games, we've started the same lineup all year long. And the only reason we didn't was because of sickness and injuries. But, our bench has played key for us. Jordan Lonis has started some games for us, come off the bench, had some big games for us. Deion Jackson's been playing extremely well for us off the bench. And Wombly Yankton, who's just kind of inserted as our 8th man, will be playing some minutes also tonight. A real good defensive player for us. So you'll be seeing 8 guys tonight. They've been together all year long. So it's been nice that our lineup hasn't changed at all this year.
Now you've got a win over Harvey-Wells County under your belt this season already. What did you take out of that game and will want to repeat tonight?
Win the turnover battle, try to get some easy baskets that way. Limit their possessions, limit their, keep them off the glass. They play extremely hard, and they get second and third chance opportunities. We got to eliminate that for sure. And for us to push the ball, push the tempo on both sides of the ball, quicken them up offensively with our pressure defense and get up and down the floor with our offense. So, we don't take anybody for granted, and that's the way we got to come into this game. And right from the get-go, we got to get going immediately.
All right, best of luck.
You bet.
That's Rick Smith, coach of the Four Winds Minnewaukan Indians. Our pregame coaches' comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future, with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHB.bank. We'll be back with more in our pregame show, brought to you by Irene Insurance, after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Embrace the joy of community at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halstead Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
On the road or right here at home, there's a place that has you covered. Just off the highway in Fezziton, fuel up with gas, grab all your convenience store favorites, pick up select hardware items, and don't miss their great homemade food. Need propane, fuel, or gas in bulk? They've got tankers available. Call for pricing. And in Harvey, they're right where you need them. Gas, snacks, hot food, and more, all in one convenient stop. 2 locations, small town service, big on convenience. Stop in today. Farmers Union Oil in Fezziton or the Harvey One Stop. They're glad you're here.
I used to tell my 8th grade girls basketball team that every time they missed a layup, it gave me another gray hair. We even had a play named Gray Hair because most of the time it led to a layup. I also taught my teams how to put on a full court press. That is what teachers are doing academically here at Hillsborough Public School. We are applying an academic press by setting high expectations and teaching the standards required by the state. If you're looking for a school that is applying an academic press, come and visit Hillsborough Public Schools.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 19th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, plus 12 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Request a catalog today. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics. March 19th, the Annual Bull Sale. Visit Facebook Jacobson Red Angus or call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale. The sale will be live on TV auction. Thursday, March 19th, 1 p.m.
And welcome back to Louis Lee Fieldhouse at Mayville State University. Joe Lancello and Kevin Kochman with you as we get ready for the first game of the North Dakota Class A Region 2 playoffs, the quarterfinals, with Four Winds Minnewaukan taking on Harvey-Wells County. Other games we've got coming up a little bit later here. Kevin Kochman, I want to bring you in here. Following this game, we'll have Devils Lake taking on Thompson. I have seen Devils Lake a couple of times and been impressed with them, but I have not seen Thompson. Tell me about the Tommies this year.
Sure, the Tommies 8-13 overall. First season under head coach Seth Kuchar. They entered the tournament on a 4-game losing streak. They have lost 6 of their last 7, so they're entering in on the wrong side of things. They did play Devils Lake just a couple weeks ago on the 27th and a loss 65-46. They lost to Devils Lake in the 2A title a year ago, if you recall, Joe, in Grand Forks. Finished in 4th place, did the Tommies a year ago in the Division A tournament. They got an opportunity today against Devils Lake, who have the Palmer brothers back. The Palmers are back, and that makes a big difference in their roster. Devils Lake on a 4-game win streak into the tournament. This is in their 3rd year of this Division A, right? 3 years of the 3-class system. State champion and state runner-up in their last 2 seasons. This year, 14-7 coming into the tournament as back-to-back region champs.
Yeah, and Devils Lake with the Palmer twins just so effective handling the ball and shooting it.
They're dynamic, and the
Max,
team is,
I believe, is the better three-point shooter of the two, and Mason kind of runs the offense.
Right, and then you've got Brodina, and you've got Leidy and there's Casey Brown, some really solid players from Devils Lake that are going to come and bring it. So that game should be very interesting, 4 versus 5. And you look at Lineage, that one's got a lot to it, which should be a lot of fun. Which leads us to Game 3 of the day, which should feature the 2 versus 7. Grafton and Carrington. You'll have that one here around 6 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, Carrington has had their struggles this season. The Cardinals come in with a record of 6-15. Grafton 15-5. And they are seated second in this tournament, but it's interesting looking at the final rankings from North Dakota Division 2, or Class A rather. Yep. Four Winds Minnewaukan, number 1 seed in this tournament, number 1 ranking overall. Devils Lake, 4th seed in this tournament. Ranked 3rd in the state. Hillsborough Central Valley, the 3 seed, receiving votes in the state poll. Grafton, the 2nd seed, nothing statewide.
Well, will Grafton hold that and wear that as kind of the chip on the shoulder? We'll find out. And our final game of the day will feature Hillsborough Central Valley, Mayport CG, the Burros, amongst the hottest teams coming into the tournament. 7 straight wins. Winners of 8 of their last 9. The last time they lost was to Devils Lake in the final seconds of a game at Central Valley here in February. This is Hillsborough Central Valley head coach Elliot Rutfold's final season as a head coach. 36 years as a basketball coach, 33 as head, 29 with Hillsborough and Hillsborough Central Valley. We'll talk more about that later on. Burroughs, last time region champs, by the way, was 2020. Remember, no state tournament that year. They had qualified for the B, but it was a COVID year. That's right. Mayport CG, their opponent. Mayport CG also coming in rather warm. They've won 3 straight, including a win over Thompson. They're 9-12 on the season. They lost to both times against Hillsborough Central Valley this season. They were close, relatively close games in both, but they are a hard-fought, hard-playing team. Hard to say. That's going to be a toss-up. Rivalry runs deep between the Burros and the Patriots from many, many years gone by. So should be fun quarterfinal rounds and set up a great semifinal round tomorrow night.
That's the closest regional matchup that we have, neighbors.
That's correct. In this one, with the final game of the day with Mayport CG, Hillsborough Central Valley, should be a pretty good-sized crowd that shows up for the nightcap here today as well.
Still people filing in here for this first matchup between Four Winds Minnewaukan and Harvey-Wells County. This is probably the longest drive of any of the 8 teams here.
That'd be correct in both cases. And Grafton would then follow suit. Carrington is not exactly the shortest of routes either, but this matchup for sure is the furthest miles as we have for this Region 2A tournament.
So we may get some more people coming in during the course of the game.
That's true. Late arriving crowd, maybe West Coast audience.
There you go. And we'll take a break here on our Irie Insurance pregame show and have more for you when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
The best thing about winter in Devil's Lake is the ice fishing. Just dropping a line down the hole and waiting for that big whopper to bite. Winter can cause some big problems too, like with your furnace and heating systems. That's when you need to get Clements on the line. They service all fuel types and all makes and models of heating systems.
Jay, aren't you supposed to be in school?
Just keep a nice house warm for you, Dad.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility wants you to enjoy the events in the communities of our area. Here's to living the sweet life. American Crystal Sugar, Drayton.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
The world of Outlaws late models are coming to Norman County Raceway on June 30th, 2026. Infield seating, your chance to meet your favorite National Touring Series drivers, and much, much more. Tickets are available now at ncraceway.com. Order yours today.
And we'll see you June 30th, 2026.
With Kevin Kochman, Joe Lancello with you from Louis Lee Fieldhouse at Mayville State University. Class A Region 2 quarterfinals today. I've been talking about the rankings. Let's take a look at that final poll by the North Dakota sports writers and broadcasters. Four Winds Minnewaukan, the number 1 team. They got 6 of the 11 first place votes. Beulah is ranked 2nd. They got 4 first place votes. Devil's Lake ranked 3rd. The Firebirds got a first place vote. Wahpeton is 4th, Central Cass 5th. And that's a little bit interesting because Central Cass, if I remember correctly, is the top seed in Region 1 ahead of Wahpeton. And other teams receiving votes: Kindred, Dickinson Trinity, Shiloh Christian, Hillsborough Central Valley, and Fargo Oak Grove. Class B, the top team, Central McLean, undefeated at 22-0, followed by our Redeemers, Ray, Oaks, and Hankinson. That's our pregame show brought to you by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IRIEINS.com to get a free quote. The starting lineup's coming up on YourLiveEvent.com.
Imagine your life in Hillsborough, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsborough, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsborough has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsborough, where small-town living means big opportunities.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsborough, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
Our Peterson Farm seed reps, real-life seed heroes, well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed, we're that kind of seed company.
Time now for our starting lineups, brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. Live the sweet life. Great careers, quality products, grower-owned. CrystalSugar.com. First of all, for Harvey-Wells County in the traveling black with purple trimmed in white. Number 1 is Carter Labor, a 6-foot senior. Number 2, Jackson Feist, a 5'9" senior. 3 is Nixon Buckmiller, a 6-foot senior. Number 4, Garrett Heilman, a 5'8" junior. And 25 is Isaac Keller, a 6'4" junior. Christian Peterson, the coach of Harvey-Wells County, the Hornets, 7-15. Now for Four Winds Minnewaukan of the home white with royal blue and black. Number 5 is Morel Deng, a 6'5" senior. Number 11, Dason Dubois, a 5'8" junior. 23 is Tyler Black Jr., a 6'1" senior. 24, Jonte Delorme, a 5'10" senior. And number 32 is Sylvester Alberts, a 6'4" sophomore. Rick Smith, the veteran coach of Four Winds Minnewaukan, the Indians 19-2 on the year, ranked number 1 of the state in Division A. And our starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. Live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grower-owned. CrystalSugar.com. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Four Winds Minnewaukan will go from left to right as Deng at 6'5" will jump center against Buckmiller in the tap won by Four Winds Minnewaukan. Indians from left to right. Delorme from the left corner shoots long. And Keller the rebound. Hornets with their first possession. Keller swings it out left corner. 3 on the way by Buckmiller is good. Nixon Buckmiller puts the Hornets in front 3-0. Albert's out high. Nice pass down low. But Black couldn't hang on to or give it. Now taken back by Deng, who scores. And it's a 3-2 game. And backcourt pressure from Four Winds Minnewaukan. Labor into the front court. Pulls up at the arc. Feist for Labor. 3 on the way. That one draws air and a rebound for Black. Deng in the front court. Lost the dribble briefly, but last touch by one of the Hornets. It'll stay with Four Winds Minnewaukan. .28 on the shot clock, since it really didn't change possession. Dubois holding it. Deng on the left into the block for Alberts. Alberts bullying his way in. Shot no. Rebound Black. Yes, and a foul. Black a chance at a three-point play as Four Winds Minnewaukan take their first lead at 4-3. Second free throw by Black does not drop down. And here come the Hornets in the front court, but then they lose possession. Feed ahead for Dubois. Yes, and a foul. That foul on Carter Labor, just as the previous one. 2 team fouls on Harvey-Wells County and 2 against Carter Labor. Free throw missed, still a 3-point lead for Four Winds Minnewaukan. Minute and a half into the game. Feist and a foul. That'll be on Dason Dubois of Four Winds Minnewaukan, his first on the Indians in the quarter. Labor on the throw-in at the hash mark far side. Garrett Heilman. Surrounded by DeLorme. And then taken away by Black. Shot didn't go. And killer rebounds for Harvey-Wells County. And thrown away, last touch by the Hornets. Their third turnover. Just over 2 minutes played, first quarter. 6-3 Four Winds Minnewaukan, the number 1 seed in this region tournament, against the 8th seed. Black for Dubois on the right. Alberts on the perimeter. Spins to the baseline. Didn't go, and Keller took the rebound away from Black. Keller for Hallman on the right wing. Entry pass intended for Keller. Keller maintaining it despite the pressure from Black. Ball rolls out of bounds. It will stay with Harvey-Wells County with 19 to shoot. Hellman on the throw-in, baseline left. Lobbed out for Buckmiller. Dumping down low, reverse layup try by Labor doesn't go. And here come the Indians with Deng. And Deng will go to the free throw line. Foul on Nixon Buckmiller, his first, and the third on the Hornets in the quarter. Morel Deng, 6'5". His brother plays for the University of North Dakota football team as a wide receiver, and Morel will join him in that very capacity next fall. Kyson Zaire, 21, a 6-foot sophomore, and 20, Brody Hansen, a 5'11 sophomore, check into the game for Harvey-Wells County. Deng with both free throws, he's got 4 points. And it's now an 8-3 lead for the Indians. Lob down low, cut by Keller and scores. Nice pass. And a violation against the Indians. That'll be their third turnover. Full court press by Four Winds Minnewaukan. Buckmiller. Foul on Dubois of Four Winds Minnewaukan, his second of the team second. Checking in for the Indians, number 0, Joran Lonis, a 6'2 junior. And 13, Deion Jackson, a 5'11 senior. Buckmiller kicks it off for Zaire, who hits a 3. Kyson Zaire off the bench with his first points. Coach Christopher Peterson saying that Zaire's been a hot 3-point shooter for them lately. Ties the game at 8. First time we've been tied. Here's Jackson with a shot, doesn't go. And the rebound run down by Hansen. Feist across midcourt almost midway through the first quarter. Keller high post. Was looking for someone to pass to. Wound up giving it up without turning the ball over, and now the ball is turned over. Turnover 4 against Harvey-Wells County. Deng. 3 from Delorme doesn't go. And the Hornets with a rebound. Jackson Feist scores in a foul. Jonte Delorme with the Four Winds Minnewaukan foul. He's first, third on the Indians. Garrett Heitman checks into the Hornets lineup, back in replacing Keller, who'll get a break. Carter Labor is apparently going to go in for Feist after the free throw. And the Hornets with their first back in front at 10-8. Make it 11-8. Two lead changes here as Harvey-Wells County on an 8-0 run. From the left block, Lonis tried to go in, kicks it back in the lane. Shot for Alberts doesn't go, and here come Harvey-Wells County. Heilman threw a blind pass and was picked off. Deng with the steal and a block and a foul as Joran Lonis was going to the basket. Kyson Zaire with the foul. That's his first. That's 4 on Harvey-Wells County in the quarter with 3:09 to go. And Lonis got the roll there for his first point. 32, Sylvester Alberts checks out, and Lonis making the second free throw, his first 2 points. 11-10 Harvey-Wells County. Pass stolen by Deng. Will jam it. 6 for Deng, and the Indians back in front, 12-11. Ball poked out of bounds, and it will go to Four Winds Minnewaukan. And a short timeout by Harvey-Wells County on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazed Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. 12-11, Four Winds Minnewaukan in front. This timeout brought to you by Chris Moe, Nodak Insurance. Your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Lakota. Back with more in a moment on YourLiveEvent.com. No, it was a short timeout. We'll keep it here. 7 turnovers against Harvey-Wells County in the early going here. I thought they had called a short timeout. My mistake. Remember, following the game, we'll have our Player of the Game brought to you by Enbridge, and also our Play of the Game brought to you by Agassi Precision Ag of Hillsboro. Jonte Delorme back into the game for Four Winds Minnewaukan. He throws it in for Deng. Delorme, 3 on the way. Bango. Jonte Delorme's first points. 15-11, 4-point lead for Four Winds Minnewaukan. Pressure in the backcourt. They're able to be able to pass to Labor, who's back in the game. Keller's pass tipped. Comes to Keller underneath. Not able to score, and Deng with a rebound. Deng. Left corner, Lonis. Bango. Back-to-back threes for Four Winds Minnewaukan. And their lead up to 7 at 18-11. Nearing the 2-minute mark in the first quarter. Howman for Labor. For Feist, Heilman. Entry pass intercepted by Lonis. Here come the Indians. A drive by Delorme doesn't go. Indians keep possession. Deng. Black right corner. Back inside for Deng. Lays it up. In. Yes. And a foul. Oh, no foul. Beg your pardon. 8 for Deng in the quarter. 20-11 now. And a whistle. And Harvey-Wells County took another timeout to avoid a 10-second call on the Tim Kazet Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. 20-11, the lead now for Four Winds Minnewaukan. Deng with 8, Lonis with 5. For Harvey-Wells County, Feist, Buckmiller, and Zaire with 3 apiece. Number 12, Wombly Yankton, a 6'2 junior, in the game for the first time for Four Winds Minnewaukan. Buckmiller on the inbound of the hash mark far side. Trying to beat a double team into the front court. Back for Feist. Bounce pass for Brody Hansen. Back to Feist. Pass in the lane for Hansen. Does not get the roll. And Black gets the rebound. And stolen back. A Hansen shot draws there, and Lonis the rebound. Delorme for Deng, left corner. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Yankton driving and scoring. His first points. About a 3-second difference, game clock and shot clock. And another steal. This is Delorme who lays it up and in. Delorme with 5. 24-11. Time running out in the quarter. Buckmiller. Back for Feist. Feist shoveling for Keller down low. 3 up and in. And that was Bentley Buckmiller with that 3 into the game for the first time. Our score after 1 on the Tim Kazet Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. Four Winds Minnewaukan 24 and Harvey-Wells County 14. Back in a minute on YourLiveEvent.com. Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street at I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Let's talk about price. Yeah, we've heard it. Why would I pay more for Polar when Big Wireless is cheaper? Let's break it down. With us, you're not on hold with someone who's 3 states away. Your call goes to Kimberly, or Ashley, or Tamra, someone who lives right here. When your internet's down, we're not mailing you out a box. We're sending a real person, someone that knows your name and probably your dog's name too. So yeah, we're not the cheapest. We're the best experience. Polar Communications.
Four Winds Minnewaukan with a 16-0 run to end the first quarter. They're up by 10, 24-14. They'd scored 16 in a row, before Bentley Buckmiller hit that three at the buzzer for Harvey-Wells County. Jason Dubois for Deng. Pass for Lonis in the left block, looking to post up against a double team. Works his way in and scores. Joran Lonis with 7. 26-14, and pressure in the backcourt again from Four Winds Minnewaukan. Feist. Bounce pass for Labor. Wanting to go inside. Keller has to pop out. 15 to shoot. Left corner, Labor. 3 is a little long. And Deng managed to find and get the rebound. Lonis into the front court. Pass broken up and taken away by Heilman. 4th turnover on Four Winds Minnewaukan. Feist. Double team, gets it out for Keller. Now Labor. Heitman, left baseline jumper too long, and a rebound for Dubois. Dubois for the trailing Lonis. Nice feed underneath, and a basket for Sylvester Alberts, his first points. 28-14, biggest lead for Four Winds Minnewaukan. 13 Deion Jackson Jr. and 24 Jonte DeLorme back into the game for Four Winds Minnewaukan. Joining Jackson and Alberts and Deng, who's got the ball now in the left block. Deng the follow away, no. And a rebound for Carter Labor. And taken back. Deng missing, and he'll get a couple of free throws. Nixon Buckmiller with the foul for Harvey-Wells County, his second, first on the Hornets in the quarter. Deng 2 of 2 at the line, the senior with 8 points. Hits the first. Tyler Black, 23, will check in following this free throw, possibly for Deng, who has not had a break in this game yet. Second free throw off the bracket, no good. And a rebound for Nixon Buckmiller. Hallman near the right corner. Out for Labor and Feist. Labor. Hallman had to run for that and couldn't quite get to it. And Morel Deng will come out for his first breather of the game. And 23, Tyler Black Jr. back in for the Indians. DeLorme. Hands back for Black. Dubois. Yes, and a foul. Garrett Hallman with the foul for Harvey-Wells County, his first, the team second. Carter Labor out, and Kason Zaire checks back in for Harvey-Wells County, number 21. Dubois 0 for 1 at the line. Makes this one for a three-point play. And a 32-14 lead. Keller overshooting the basket and a foul. Foul on Tyler Black Jr., his first on the Indians in the quarter. Keller to shoot 2, a 6'4" junior. Don't forget, following this game, we'll have Devils Lake against Thompson as the Division A Region 2 playoffs continue on YourLiveEvent.com. Keller making both free throws. He's got 4. Hornets trailing by 16. Delorme guarded by Heilman. Sylvester Alberts comes out high left. Black with 18 to shoot, and the ball poked away nicely. Heilman with the basket, the steal by Feist. 32-18 with 5 minutes to go till halftime. Delorme driving and scoring. 7 for Jonte Delorme. 34-18, backcourt pressure from Four Winds Minnewaukan. Feist for Heilman, quickly for Zaire. Scoops it up short and a rebound for Dubois. Delorme sets with a 3, yes. Delorme with 10, that's his second bomb of the game, and the Indians have 3. And a steal. Bunny missed by Jackson, and a foul. Jonte Delorme with that foul, his second and the team's second. Tyler Black Jr. checks out, and Morel Deng, number 5, back into the game for Four Winds Minnewaukan. Pass, Heilman able to run it down. Zaire with a 3. No. Heilman an offensive rebound. First offensive board unofficially for the Hornets. And that 3 good by Jackson Feist. He's got 6. Nice move and a basket for Jonte Delorme and a chance for a 3-point play. Kyson Zaire with the foul for Harvey-Wells County, his second. Team's third of the quarter with 3:52 to go in the half. Delorme does not get the roll in the free throw. And the rebound for Brody Hansen. Delorme with a dozen points. And an 18-point lead for Four Winds Minnewaukan. Scoop doesn't go, and a rebound for Sylvester Alberts. Deng for Lonis does well to put on the brakes there. Deng, no. But he hustles to get the offensive rebound. Delorme 3 on the way, yes. Delorme with 15. And a 42-21 lead. The band on somebody's glasses came off. Apparently. Harvey-Wells County ball as we near the 3-minute mark in the second quarter. Feist to the top for Hansen. Surrounded there for Feist. Now Kyson Zaire. Labor doing well to reach that. Shoot a 3, no. Long offensive rebound. Feist for Zaire. Hansen. And the ball thrown out of bounds. Turnover 13 unofficially against Harvey-Wells County. Number 3, Nixon Buckmiller re-enters the game, and number 12, Bentley Buckmiller, a 5'11 sophomore, re-enters. They are brothers. Wembley Yankton getting his glasses back on and attached. Isaac Keller went for the reverse layup and got fouled by Sylvester Alberts. First foul on Alberts, third on the Indians in the quarter, which has 2:26 to go. Isaac Keller, 2 of 2 at the line a moment ago to shoot 2 more here. Four wins Minnewaukan going for win number 20 this season against just 2 losses. Second free throw in and out, and Deng the rebound. Deng for Yeton. Now Lonis looking to post up. Nice move in a basket. Jaron Lonis with 9. 44-21 at the 2-minute mark. And another takeaway. Here's Deng driving and laying it up and in. Deng with 11 and a half. 46-21, and a wrestle for the ball, and for the first time today, the possession error will come into play. And the ball is going to stay with Four Winds Minnewaukan. Garrett Hellman, number 4, in for Harvey-Wells County, replacing Carter Labor. Deion Jackson will return to the Indians lineup at the next opportunity. Alberts whips a pass out. Lonis did well to recover, then realized he had plenty of time. Shot goes around and out. And a rebound for Keller. I think Keller's played the entire first half. Nice pass for a wide open Nixon Buckmiller to score. Nixon with 5. 46-23, just over a minute and a half remaining. Lonis left open, shot at the 3 long. Ball goes over to Harvey-Wells County. Deion Jackson Jr. back in for Four Winds Minnewaukan. Joining Deng, Delorme, Lonis, and Alberts on the court. Nixon Buckmiller. Pass in the lane picked off by Deng. Turnover 15 unofficially against Harvey-Wells County. 3 out from Delorme doesn't go. And an offensive rebound for Lonis. There's a left corner 3 up and good by Deion Jackson. His first points of the game. And another takeaway. And Delorme drives and scores. 17 for Jonte Delorme. The lead is 51-23. Final seconds of the half. Heilman. Bentley Buckmiller. Got the roll. That's his second 3 of the game. Final seconds. Lonis with a 3. That doesn't go. And we're at halftime. On the Tim Kazet Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, Four Winds Minnewaukan in command, 51-26. We'll sum up the first half after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Whether you're local or driving through Carrington, make sure to stop into the Prairie Inn restaurant. They have the best breakfast and coffee, but they also have some of the best dinner and supper entrees too. The Prairie Inn is your breakfast, dinner, and supper headquarters. Stop in and you can sink your teeth into some tasty sandwiches and soups. Take a trip through the Express Line salad bar with hot entree and, of course, the delicious pies and desserts. Located right by the roundabout in Carrington. Call 701-652-3976.
This is Dustin Nagel with Dakota Heritage Bank. We're a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we can assist you with all your banking needs, including checking and savings accounts, credit and debit cards, loans of all types, and more. We offer free mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services. Just go to dhb.bank or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking with Dakota Heritage Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller. And I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
We want your home to feel current yet classic. Hi, I'm Sonia Robertson, owner and designer at the Lighting Gallery. There's so much more to lighting than just putting a lighting fixture in the center of the room. It's actually creating an environment, an atmosphere, and creating a home. We will walk through and help you design the perfect light, the perfect size for your space. We want to invite you to the Lighting Gallery. It's worth the visit.
Here's a message from Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cassette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
With Kevin Kochman, Joe Lanzella with you at the Louis Lee Fieldhouse at Mayville State University. Opening game in the North Dakota Division A Region 2 playoffs. Four Winds Minnewaukan with a commanding 51-26 lead at halftime. It hasn't been all the Indians' way. Harvey-Wells County had a couple of three-point leads at 3-0 and 11-8. We were tied at 8. And Four Winds Minnewaukan went on a long run to take the lead 24-14 at the end of the first quarter. They have built that 51-23, the biggest lead they've had, and right now it's at 51-26. Offensively for Four Winds Minnewaukan, Jonte Delorme with 3 threes and 4 twos for 17 points. Morel Deng with 4 baskets, 3 of 4 at the line for 11. Joran Lonis with a 3, 2 twos, 2 of 2 at the line for 9. Dason Dubois, 2 baskets, 1 of 2 at the line for 5. Tyler Black Jr., a basket 0 for 1 at the line for 2. Deion Jackson Jr. with a 3-pointer for 3. Sylvester Alberts a basket for 2. Wambly Yankton a basket for 2. Four Winds Minnewaukan shot 10 free throws and made 6 for 60%. 5 turnovers against the Indians, and unofficially they have 12 rebounds, 4 on the offensive side. Four Winds Minnewaukan 24 points in the first quarter, 27 in the second, for their total of 51. Harvey-Wells County has Jackson Feist with a 3, a 2, and 1 of 1 at the line for 6. Bentley Buckmiller with 2 threes off the bench for 6. Nixon Buckmiller a 3 and a 2 for 5. Isaac Keller a basket, 2 of 4 at the line for 4. Kyson Zaire a 3-pointer for 3. Garrett Hallman a basket for 2. Carter Labor and Brody Henson have played for the Hornets and have not scored. Harvey-Wells County 3 of 5 at the line, also 60%. The Hornets plagued by turnovers, 15 unofficially in the first half. And Harvey-Wells County with 17 rebounds, 2 on the offensive side. Harvey-Wells County 14 points in the first quarter, 12 in the second for their total of 26. As far as fouls go, for Harvey-Wells County, Labor, Nixon, Buckmiller, and Zaire each with 2. For Four Winds Minnewaukan, Dason Dubois and Jonte Delorme each with 2. The winner goes on to play the winner of our next game, Devils Lake and Thompson. That semifinal would be tomorrow at 5:30, and we'll have it here on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll have Devils Lake against Thompson following this game. On the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard at the break, Four Winds Minnewaukan leading Harvey-Wells County 51-26. We'll have the start of the third quarter in a moment on YourLiveEvent.com.
If you have concern or questions about the mental health of yourself or a loved one, Trail District Health Unit's Credible Mind platform offers convenient and confidential resources to help inform you about mental well-being. Credible Mind offers 21 different assessments to guide you in your mental health journey, from sleep quality and burnout to anxiety and depression. To get started today and learn about your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health, visit traildistricthealthunit.crediblemind.com.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At IRE Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact IRE Insurance for guidance you can trust.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Whew, sorry I'm late. I had to walk again.
Where's your car?
Whew, the auto shop said it would take a few months to fix.
You should have taken it to Abra.
Abra Auto Body can fix your car faster than the other body shops. After your claim is filed, Abra handles the rest with the insurance companies and adjuster. Lonnie and his team will take good care of you. Visit us on 32nd Avenue South or schedule your appointment at abraauto.com. Abra Auto Body, right the first time, on time.
Abra Auto Body, Grand Forks.
Joe Lancello with Kevin Kochman at Mayville State University. Four Winds Minnewaukan with a 51-26 lead over Harvey-Wells County. Indians trying to go to 20-2 on the season. Harvey-Wells County looking to snap a 4-game losing streak. Should be Harvey-Wells County ball to start the third quarter. Four Winds Minnewaukan with their original starting five: Morel Deng, Dason Dubois, Tyler Black Jr., Jonte Delorme, and Sylvester Alberts. Harvey-Wells County with Carter Labor, Jackson Feist, Nixon Buck Miller, Garrett Heilman, and Isaac Keller. Hornets in the traveling black with purple. Buck Miller back for Feist. Heilman from the right wing. For Labor with 16 to shoot. Three on the way by Feist. No. And the rebound for Dubois. Morel Deng. Kicks back for Dubois to set it up. Sylvester Alberts pops out high. Now Deng on the block, driving, scoring. 13 for Morel Deng. And again, full court pressure from Four Winds Minnewaukan. Feist pass too long and taken away by Deng. Deng, calm as you like, gives for DuBois. And the pass into the lane, broken up by Keller. Just the sixth turnover against Four Winds Minnewaukan. And Deng with the long arms. Reaching out and forcing a turnover. Here's a drive and a basket by Tyler Black Jr. He's got 4. 55-26. 29-point lead. Oh, and a nice job reaching in by DuBois for the steal. And he'll lay it up and in. And go to the line. Nixon Buckmiller the foul. He is third, the first on Harvey-Wells County in the third quarter. DuBois with 7 points. Every basket he's made, he's been fouled for a chance at a three-point play. 21 Kyson Zaire checks in for Harvey-Wells County to replace Buckmiller. DuBois 1 of 2 at the line, the 5'8 junior. 31-point lead now for the Indians. Still a 31-point lead as Isaac Keller gets the rebound for Harvey-Wells County. Feist lost the dribble and lost the ball. Long skip pass for Black, who will score. Black with 6, timeout Harvey-Wells County. On the Tim Kazet Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, 59-26 in favor of Four Winds Minnewaukan. We'll be back.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
That timeout brought to you by Chris Moe, Nodak Insurance Agency. Harvey-Wells County beat, I was going to say they beat the press, but the pass was thrown out of bounds. Unofficially 20 turnovers against the Hornets with 5:55 to go in the third quarter. Down by 33, 59-26. Black in the left block. Nice spin move, no. And a rebound for Labor. Jackson Feist. And Tyler Black can be called for a reach in. First foul on Black. Second foul on Black, rather. First on the Hornets in the third quarter. Fresh shot clock for Harvey-Wells County. Baseline jumper too long. By Labor and a long pass. Nice job getting back defensively by Feist to prevent a layup. Right wing Heilman. He'll go to the rack, left it short, and Black the rebound. Nice move by Black, and he'll finish. Black was 6 in the quarter, 8 in the ball game. 61-26. 10-0 start to the third quarter by Four Winds Minnewaukan. Ooh, nice pass, but Deng just as good, picking it off. Dorn with a three. No. Black with the offensive rebound and a basket. Black now with 10. And the lead is 63-26. Feist into the lane, dumping down low. Labor kicked it out for Heilman. Feist on the top with 17 to shoot. Ball poked loose. That was the quietest whistle I've ever heard. Foul on Tyler Black Jr., his third foul. Second on the Indians in the quarter. Black and Dubois check out. 13, Deion Jackson back into the ball game for the Indians, along with number 0, Joran Lonis. Nice feed, and the floater goes in for Nixon Buckmiller. He's got 7. 63-28. More than midway through the third quarter. Alberts from the left baseline hit a 10-footer. Sylvester Alberts with 4. 65-28, equaling the biggest lead for the Indians. They have trailed twice in this game, and we were tied once at 8. Bentley Buckmiller, who's back into the game for Harvey-Wells County, has the ball now. Free throw line jumper, good. Bentley Buckmiller with 8 off the bench as we near the 3-minute mark. Alberts will try from 15. That's off the bracket. And a held ball as Feist and Lonis were going for the ball. Or check that. They call that on Brody Hansen. That's his first foul, and that is 2 on the Hornets in the quarter. Fresh shot clock for 4 wins Minnewaukan. 3 up and off by DeLorme. Rebound goes to Harvey-Wells County. Four wins Minnewaukan with pressure that's just been driving Harvey-Wells County crazy. There's a pass tipped. And Den comes away with it. Oh, nice give and go, and Deng lays it in. 15 for Deng. 67-30. And another steal. Deng. Didn't want to be a show-off, I guess. 69-30. Bentley Buckmiller has it again. Pass in the lane down low. And Kyson's there with a basket. He's got 5. Lonis for Jackson. 3 is in and out. Rebound tipped and controlled by Zaire. That's the first in the tournament. The pass hitting a beam. Wembley yanked to number 12 in for 4 wins Minnewaukan. Harvey-Wells County with major changes as Labor, Feist, Nixon, Buckmiller, and Heilman are in the game. Deng with a drive and another basket. 19 for Morel Deng. 71-32. Just over a minute to go in the third quarter. Nixon Buckmiller's pass tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hornets with 23 to shoot. There. 3 on the way by Feist, doesn't go. Rebound out of bounds, and it goes to Four Winds Minnewaukan. Dang around an Albert screen. Jackson right corner 3, a little long. Hellman the rebound. Labor doing well to keep that in play. Feist maneuvering his way in to score. Jackson Feist with 8. And thrown out of bounds. That's just the 8th turnover against Four Winds Minnewaukan in this game. And another turnover in the Indians' favor. Shot clock is off for the rest of the quarter. Albert's nice pass down low for Lawrence. Good fake. Lunas with a basket. Lunas with 11. Three on the way by Zaire. No, and that's the end of the third quarter. On the Tim Kazed Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, Four Winds Minnewaukan in command, 73-34 on the Tim Kazed Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. Back with the fourth quarter in a moment.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
Four Winds Minnewaukan outscoring Harvey-Wells County 22-8 in the third period. And the Indians have the ball to start the fourth period. Delorme back for Wembley Youngton, who's back into the game. Lonis, 3 on the way, no. And Keller runs down the rebound. Feist in the front court. For Labor. Back for Feist, trying to spin his way into the lane and get a shot. No, and a foul. Deion Jackson with the foul, his first, and the first on the Indians in the fourth quarter. Nixon Buckmiller will shoot a pair. The 6-foot senior gets the first. Buckmiller with 8 points. And he gets a second. And those are the first 2 free throw attempts in the second half for Harvey-Wells County. They're down 73-36. There's a drive by Delorme, and he'll go to the line with 6:55 to play. Now we've got running time. Isaac Keller with the foul for Harvey-Wells County, his first, team's first of the quarter. Delorme 0 for 1 at the line. 17 points for the senior. First one good, and Delorme will be replaced pending the second free throw try. Does not go in. And Labor runs down the rebound for the Hornets. Heitman came off a foot and another takeaway. Black Nice move to lay it up and in. Tyler Black with a dozen. 76-36. 6:16 to play. And a foul as Black was going for a steal. That's 4 fouls on Tyler Black and 2 on the Indians in the quarter. 21, Caleb Caja, a 5'8 sophomore into the game for the first time for the Indians, along with 20, Mateo De La Paz, a 5'4 8th grader. Fresh shot clock for the Hornets. Feist, Buckmiller. Lob down low, picked off by Dager just into the game. Jackson, 3 on the way, no. Isaac Keller the rebound. Feist. Lips a pass in for Buckmiller, but it's picked off by Lonis. And Joran Lonis hits the money. He's got 13. Timeout on the Tim Cazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, 78-36 in favor of Four Winds Minnewaukan. This timeout brought to you by Chris Moe Nodak Insurance. Transform your home with Central City Lumber, your one-stop shop for all your home improvement needs. From showplace cabinets, stylish flooring, and Valspar paint, they have everything you need to bring your vision to life. Their expert team is here to help you choose the perfect materials and provide expert advice for your project. Plus, they build custom portable homes that can be moved anywhere in North Dakota. Visit Central City Lumber in Carrington today and see why they're the go-to destination for home improvement. Central City Lumber, quality you can build on. For Four Winds Minnewaukan, number 10, Lander Guy, a 6'1 junior, is in the game for the first time. Along with 34, Francis Balal, a 6'4 senior. Here's Labor with a 3 off the bracket, no good. And a rebound for Wombly Yankton. Caleb Cajun, number 21, with the ball. Wombly Yankton through the crowd, scores. 4 for Wombly, a 6'2 junior. 80-36. Labor shot didn't go, and Bilal the rebound. Cager wasn't quite ready for that. And De La Paz with good hustle defensively to break up that layup try. He landed out of bounds. Number 2, Cale Yankton, a 5'10 junior, into the game for the first time for the Indians. Left corner 3, up and in by Carter Labor, his first points of the game. Midway through the fourth quarter, 80-39. Nice idea on the pass, but picked off. 10th turnover against the Indians. Basket and a chance at a three-point play for Kyson Zaire. Cager commits the foul. That's his first. That's 3 on the Indians in the quarter, with under 3.5 to play in the clock running. And Zaire gets the three-point play. He's got 8 off the bench. 80-42, Four Winds Minnewaukan. Not long before they'll have their 20th win of the season against just 2 losses. Three was no good, and Feist the rebound. Long pass for Nixon Buckmiller to lay it in. Nixon with 11 with under 3 to play. 80-44. De La Paz into the front court. Caja left wing to the baseline, to the lane. Cale Yankton. Turnover on the Indians. That's their 11th. Or check that. That is a turnover, an offensive foul on Francis Bilal, his first, and that's 4 on the Indians in the quarter. This is the closest we've been to actually having somebody get the bonus in a quarter. 22, Christopher Marchand is in the game for the first time for Harvey-Wells County. Joined by number 10, Easton Shue, and number 11, Cameron Feeks. Cager throwing it back, run down by De La Paz. Under 2 to play. Belial. De La Paz with 11. Hands for Guy. Cager with 8. De La Paz will drive the baseline. The floater, no. And a rebound for Cameron Feeks. Harvey-Wells County will have their season end with a record of 7-16. And another takeaway. And the ball off one of the Hornets. It'll stay with 4 Winds Minnewaukan with 1:09 to play and the clock running. Just getting in for De La Paz. 3 up by Guy, no good. Bentley Buckmiller with the rebound and a pass too long out of the reach of Feeks, out of bounds. About a 5-second difference, game clock and shot clock. 80-44. De La Paz for Cale Yankton. Floater up and in by Lander Guy, his first points. 82-44. Bentley Buckmiller. Hanson with a 3, yes. Brody Hanson's first points. And this belongs to 4 Winds Minnewaukan by a final score of 82-47. On the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. We'll wrap things up in just a moment here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Red River Valley winters are demanding. The expert heating and plumbing technicians at Bears Home Solutions will keep your home warm, dry, and comfortable all winter long. When winter's chill is in the air,
you need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Are Peterson Farm seed reps real-life seed heroes? Well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed. We're that kind of seed company.
You have big dreams for your community. At Rivera, so do we. Giving back more than $1 million locally each year. It's something bigger than time and money. We give heart. Wearing bright yellow and lending a hand. It's not just giving back.
Watch your step.
It's building forward.
Nice and easy.
With local sponsorships and decision making, the impact is felt everywhere. It's who we are. Rivera. Let's forge ahead. together.
Brock Brent Construction Inc. has been around since 2006. We do commercial and residential concrete and construction, from concrete parking lots, house foundations, stamped concrete patios and driveways, to new construction and home remodels. Call Brock today at 701-430-1011. Brock Brent Construction Inc., serving you since 2006.
The best thing about winter in Devil's Lake is the ice fish. Just dropping a line down the hole and waiting for that big whopper to bite. Winter can cause some big problems too, like with your furnace and heating systems. That's when you need to get Clements on the line. They service all fuel types and all makes and models of heating systems.
Jay, aren't you supposed to be in school?
Just keep a nice house warm for you, Dad.
New Solid-Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid-Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Right here on Main Street, something strong is happening. Welcome to your local gym, Central City Wellness Center of Carrington. Open 24 hours a day. Whether you're into cardio or free weights, they've got the equipment to keep you moving. Join their free mobility classes, Mondays and Wednesdays from 5:30 to 6 p.m. Open to anybody. Recover right with their sauna and enjoy 24-hour tanning access. Book workouts, classes, and tanning all in one place with the Gym Master app. Call 652-2555. Central City Wellness Center of Carrington. Your gym, your time, right on Main Street.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton with receiving stations in Garsky, Grafton, Larimore, Sharon, Devils Lake, Lincoln, Wilton, and East Grand Forks. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or call 701-847-2622.
Back at Mayville State University, 82-47, Four Winds Minnewaukan beating Harvey-Wells County. Our player of the game brought to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Going to go with Jonte Delorme, who had 3 threes, 4 twos, and 1 of 3 at the line for a game high 18. He had 18 points. Morel Deng actually had 19 to lead the Indians. Delorme just doing a solid job on the floor. And now our play of the game brought to you by Agassi Precision Egg, your local precision planting dealer. Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. I'm going to go with Morel Deng for our play of the game. He had made a dunk earlier in the third quarter and had a chance for another one after a turnover, but decided not to. Just simply laying it up and in like he's done this before. So Morel Deng getting our play of the game brought to you by Agassi Precision Egg, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Morel Deng 19 points, Jonte Delorme 18 to lead Four Winds Minnewaukan. They are now 20-2. 11 points for Nixon Buckmiller as Harvey-Wells County finished the year 7-16. Four Winds Minnewaukan will face the winner of our next game coming up between Devils Lake and Thompson. Kevin Cookman will have that for you in just a few moments here on YourLiveEvent.com.